Enter the world of M.R. James's ghost stories, and you step into an atmosphere of terror waiting to happen.
First of all, you get these sort of sensual, these kind of sensations coming at you. Clammy, hairy, sticky, mouldy. These are sort of sensual characteristics.
They were inexplicable elemental beings that James had no intention of attempting to explain.
There's the physical sort of clammy sensation when these things arrive, and that's it. It's just a flash. He called it a flash, and then it's gone.
What's the matter?
But it isn't just the physical nature of James's demons that make his stories so haunting. He creates a mood of psychological uneasiness, often through the use of landscapes which menace and destabilize his characters.
I think the essence of what makes M.R. James brilliant is its peripheral horror.
Things go on in the corner of the retina. I think this is very important with James. You can't quite see it.
If you strip away the effects and the fictional veneer, what's going on underneath is this sense that there is something in this universe, there are things in this universe that we cannot explain and that we will never be able to explain and that we should not be able to explain.
James only produced some 30 ghost stories in his lifetime, but they have earned him a reputation as one of the world's greatest supernatural storytellers. Writing at the very beginning of the 20th century, his work has been a major influence on the modern horror genre and widely adapted for television and film.
I think he opened up a seam of dark consciousness that modern authors and filmmakers have drawn deeply on.
This is the story of an unlikely revolutionary who unknowingly changed the face of horror. A deeply conservative Cambridge don who only started writing ghost stories to entertain his friends, but who stumbled upon new and enduring ways to make our flesh creep. James's interest in ghosts started at a young age. The son of a minister, he spent his early life at the remote Livermere Rectory in Suffolk. It was here that he read the Gothic tales of Sheridan Le Fanu and was said to have been haunted by what he thought he saw from his bedroom window. A face looking back at him through a hole in a gate. Whether or not he actually saw anything, the image stayed with him throughout his life. Although the fragments from the past add realism, it is James's eerie use of landscape which puts the shiver into his stories. He grew up near the bleak North Sea coastline of Suffolk, and it is the brooding mood of these lonely places that haunts his writing.
I think the landscape around him is had an effect. I mean, it is a very evocative landscape, and I think it has things in it that can evoke these kinds of feelings. He wrote poems about the local landscape in which he introduced these feelings of kind of something beyond, if not the supernatural, something that might take one to a position where this landscape evokes the supernatural.
He seems to have a relationship with the countryside that his characters don't have with each other. He's haunted by a sense of what, Britain is. And Britain is, of course, one of the most blood-soaked islands in the world, isn't it? With thousands of years of strange, violent history. And I think that's important to James too.